Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator. As you can see, we have moved into October. We have made a little bit of money on some animal sales, but to be honest guys, it's not a lot. We've really not got much, to be honest. Now we do have a very busy episode coming up today, and in this episode we will be starting the sugar beet harvest. Now the problem we've got is we've got pretty much absolutely nowhere to put this sugar beet, and it is going to play absolute havoc with everything, because yeah, it's just annoying because nowhere to put it. Now, I'm just gonna have a little look around and make sure we get everything sorted before our usual things before we get started. Hence, while we are at 5:30, I came in the month that, and yeah, that is why I'm just trying to look at. I don't know why I've done that, because if you look just around here guys, I have brought this. Now I personally am just going to sell everything today. If the production needs it, the production is going to have to wait. We need to make sure we get the money as quickly as we can. So I'm driving, I'm like, I can't see out. Can't see out. I can't turn the bloody lights on like a wally. That is basically 1,000 litres. That could be quite a few £1,000, but we're not going to be making anywhere near the what is it we need? £220,000 that we need. I don't even think there's anything on the farm I could sell for £220,000. That's the worst thing about it. Yeah, we just kind of finally hit that point where we didn't make, you know, I'm kind of wishing we didn't get the other production, but we had to get the other production first because that field was ready first, and now unfortunately it does just mean that we are going to be a little bit screwed until we make the money. Now we do have a lot of product going on. We will have more stuff down at the dairy. We're going to have more stuff down at the yeah, more stuff down at the dairy, and we're going to have more stuff down at the new production. I can't think what it's called, the preserved food production, that's the one. Sunflowers are ready, so we need to rent a header. Now that's obviously going to be a bit of a pain in the bum because we need to rent a header, so that's going to actually cost us money. That is why we're selling everything today, to make sure we have enough money to get to rent a sunflower header. It would have been nice to have maybe sent a tractor out to contract or something, but you know, we're kind of past that stage now. Our farm's too big for that. Plus we're going to probably need both tractors on here today. Alright, that's on that. That was, wow, £5,500. That was six basically. Well, that was nearly, well, that was what, 11 and a half, 12-ish £1,000 all in on its own. That is not bad going at all. Now, like I say, we will be getting on with some harvest. We're going to be banging some time lapses in on this episode. I'm just doing a couple of usual things. I'll tell you what, that light glare is very glary on that trailer. Oh, but yeah, there's a lot to do. I've got a very busy day IRL today as well. It's crazy. So yeah, recording this, it's just gone 7. Today's video hasn't even gone live, and yeah, we are just. Yeah, we're already recording. Like I say, this is kind of gonna happen while builders and stuff are in, because they are starting to make more noise closer to me. So yeah, I know it might not make a lot of sense to some people, but you know, we are slowly getting to that point. I'm hoping everything's gonna be done in the next 10 days. To be honest, just the stress of everything, and having to just... Oh, we don't have anything. Hang on a minute, why didn't anything... Bottled milk is 50 litres away. I don't think we need to have this one right now. We can maybe just load this up just for now. But we do need to... No, I don't know. Yeah, we'll maybe start the harvest. And we'll get this going. We'll leave this down here, sorry, we won't get this going. We'll leave this down here. And then we can wait for the bottled milk. Like I said, the bottled milk is worth it. It's probably going to be worth about £1,000 or so. Milk on the farm can just be sold once again, guys. We're just going to sell it locally. Right, so what we need to do now is we need to look at our harvester and we need to get a header. This is when the company... it doesn't technically list a header. Okay, so corn header, specialist header. Yeah, they're way too big. I can't remember what size did we get last year, guys. Did we get that one? Whichever one we got, we struggled with, didn't we? Tell you what, we'll go for this one. I think we'll go for this one. I know we struggled. We struggled with it. That's £3 so that's a good chunk of our money already gone. Now if you're wondering why I haven't started with the sugar beet, even though that's going to be the longest one, is because it's going to be ready to empty in about 2 minutes. So I'm kind of just procrastinating a little bit with that one, just to get it going really, and so we can get this first harvester on. Because once this harvester goes on, we should have about 5 minutes in between each trailer load. We're gonna have to just use the one trailer between the two. I do think that might be a bad mistake, but I don't want to I say I don't want to justify it. I don't want to rent another trailer. We did that last year. It did make life a lot easier, but running between 2 trailers was also exhausting. To be honest, it was exhausting. We've also got weeds in this field. They have some very big weeds, so they need taking care of as well. Come on, harvester. 16 mile an hour. I could do with you hitting about 30 or 40, to be quite honest. We've procrastinated maybe just a little bit too much, and yeah, we're nearly a third through this episode and we haven't started. But as you can see, we've got roughly £30,000. We need £210,000. That is a lot of money to need. Just gonna point that out there. That is a lot of money that we need to get our hands on. There is a great demand to sell anything. Please be something like buffalo milk, because I could really do with the influx of money at the moment. Can we just have a little gander? It's nothing we've got because it's all reds and greens. But if you look, guys, everything is in good pricing today. Everything has got a fantastic price. This is why we need to sell what we can. Same with the straw. We need to get some straw sold. Right, I want to get this harvester, create job, field work, do that. Can you please go start that? Right, you go do that, you go do that, you go do that. I'm just double checking on this. Yeah. 970 for the bottled milk now, guys. So we are getting closer. When it's ready, we will bring it up, because like I say, we've got all this straw here. I have put a couple of straws into the jump into the barn, so we'll sell any straw we can. We just basically need to make as much money as we can today, because we've got more straw on the sunflower field. So you know, we're not short on straw. We just have to bale it back up. So we'll sell the straw that we have got, and then we can make a little bit of money. Money. Apparently the worker is blocked by it. What have you run into? Yeah, I've literally just hired you and you've already got blocked. Right, so we need the end button there. We need new waypoint, field work, target position, field position, number of headlands. Yeah, do you know what 4 will do? Narrow field, no. Start work on the headlands. Sharpen cut. That'll do. Generate a field. Gonna take a quick second. There we go. Right, you can go start doing that. What? Of all the things to hit, you hit a freaking lamppost. Are we ready now? Can you go? Can you do some work? Jesus. Hang on a minute. Why have you come down here? Are you really that stupid, worker? Oh my god. Right. Wants to be a pain in the ass like this, we'll have to do it manually. Bloody hell, why? It's not even, it's driven past the field it's supposed to be working in. I swear the AI worker system sometimes is just a pain in the bum. Right, can you please go up there? I had delivered you to the field, which I was trying to not do. This should work, this header, but I'm a little bit concerned it might be a little bit underpowered. But whatever it is, it'll have to do, because we need to jump into this. So yeah, this is kind of where my video's gonna be today. We've got to basically just run this to the... I need to make sure we can actually dump it somewhere first. If we can't dump it, I'm screwed. I don't know what to do if I can't dump it anywhere. But I do know that this is going to be full very, very soon. So this is where we are probably going to start our time lapse. And let's just hope we can get it, or we can get as much done as we can. guys, I think that's not a bad place to come out of this time lapse, to be honest, because, well, we've got to drop off some sunflowers, and yeah, it's the first time we've done it. Now I still can't put any sugar beet into this bloody bunker, which is just gonna make things even worse for us at the moment, guys. That's just, I really don't want to get a loan. I'm just unsure on how long we can keep dumping sugar beet on the road, to be honest, or on the side. I was hoping at least if it was in a bunker it would have been a little bit easier to dealt with, but yeah, this now means we're gonna have to pick it all up and all. I'm not loaning, it's that simple. But yeah, we are. That's kind of why I was loading the what is it, guys? I was loading the straw up, because the minute the straw gets loaded, that bloody windmill's doing that. Yeah, the idea is I load the straw up, I'll take it around the corner, I'll get it sold. We'll keep the straw that we need for next year from the sunflower field. So it's not the end of the world. We can make a bit of money. It won't be a lot, guys. I know it won't be a lot, but we do need to get the product sold. Everything's got a really good price at the moment, and we do need to basically make sure we hit that. Also, like I said, this is now ready, so it won't be long before we do jump back into another time lapse, because like I said, we're gonna have to try and get this money situation under control. Like I say, I've got the milk to sell. That's something that can go. We will just direct sell milk. We'll give it another month with no milk down at the dairy, just because we are getting more animals, so we are producing more milk. We can't always sell it all anyway. But if we deliver this back to the farm, we'll get some more stuff on here. I don't know, get like the sugar or something on. We'll take it around the corner. We'll sell it. We'll make a little bit of money. Like I say, we've got the canola oil. We've got some fabric. The fabric is where my money is at the moment. We've got at least 2 pallets of fabric. That could be 20 grand on its own. Obviously, plus, you know, a 20-ish grand on its own, and then we've obviously on top of that, you know, we're producing more fabric. But yeah, this is we're kind of just in a bit of limbo at the moment, because this is really not doing us well. But you know, the new product, we've got the new product to sell as well. That's worth about £1,000 a litre, guys. No, it's worth about £1,000 per 1,000 litre. To give you an idea, each pallet is worth £2,000. Yesterday, when we were talking about, oh, you know, I was expecting more. Yeah, I thought there were 1,000 pallets, 1,000 litre pallets. They are not. They are 2,000 litre pallets, which obviously means they're twice as, you know, used twice as much. So that is why I thought, well, is it working right? Yeah, that's what it was basically. I didn't prepare on them being 2,000 litre pallets. I don't know why, because I've made. Like, I released the Super Factory in FS22. I am possibly looking at bringing it back into 2025 for personal use. There is another pallet. Let's not, thank God for that. That's at least 3 pallets of sugar. I think there will definitely be more than 3 pallets of sugar. It helps if you don't choose the wrong button. No, apparently that was the only pallet of sugar. I would have expected at least 2 pallets from that overnight, not gonna lie. Not run out or anything, has it? No, there is not another pallet. I was expecting more pallets. I was expecting at least another one. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, we're gonna get into another time lapse very soon. I know the time lapses are gonna kind of be jumping around the different machinery. It's just the way it's gonna be in this episode. So I'm trying to make as much money as possible. I'm trying to get that field harvested. we only have a couple of episodes to get that field harvested. It's got to be done by the end of November. Now technically it does give us 4 episodes, but I want to get as much harvested as we can now. I could get a loan. I'm trying to avoid getting a loan, to be honest. But I think if we get a loan, I think we've kind of failed the series, because I did say we wouldn't have loans. But I also never bought... Whoa, there's £18,000. But yeah, I also never planned on getting the this preserved food production. That's where the money went, guys. This is the problem. I think we'd have been better keeping the beetroot on the floor rather than the sugar beet. The beetroot, the sugar beet. Do you see why sometimes I get a little bit lost for words? Will you let go? I haven't even... Why are you picking up pallet? I'm literally not even... Oh my god. I'm not even... I'm not even picking... It won't... Oh my god. I'm not even picking that up. Literally not even picking it up. Hang on, just give me a minute. You know what? Sometimes this game really pisses me off. Super strength on. Super strength off. Would you like to drop the pallet? Right, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Right, there we go. Let's try this again. I've had to just basically reboot the game. I don't know why it decided it was going to bug out, but it decided that super strength was going to work and then not let go. So, yeah, very strange. So, yeah. If it's a bit of a weird jump cut and stuff, yeah, that just... Oh, yeah. It's because I don't want to say like I'm getting flustered. I just want to get on with the game, and just lately it's just been issue after issue. It's kind of just been so annoying now. I know it's my own fault for using super strength, but we just don't... Yeah, that's got a long way to go to the next pallet. Now, I've got to make sure this actually sells at this production. I don't even know where this is going to sell, actually. Yeah, also now, because obviously I've now had to reboot the game, I don't know how long I've been recording because I had to stop it, and... Oh, yeah. So this could be a long episode, this could be a short episode. I just don't know now. I have a rough idea of where I was time-wise. I'm just going to kind of have to work on that and hope that I'm kind of correct. I'm hoping this sells in here. It does, and that is... Wow, not bad. Not bad. Basically £11,000 for that. That is not bad at all. Now, we could get a loan. We could get this sugar mill. If we get the sugar mill with a loan, we could get a loan for £200,000. We could pay £5,000 a month off the loan. Just saying we could. Like I said, I don't really want to get a loan, but I've got 2 harvesters full. I just can't keep up with the harvesting. I can't keep up. It's because of the baby tank, and I've only got 1 trailer. That's the problem. Yeah, it's time to get rid of some extra. I'm gonna do certain things like in the wrong order. I do, like I said, I need to get this around the corner. I know my harvesters are full. I know I'm kind of wasting money, but yeah, I need to just get rid of some of this product so I can get and concentrate on the harvest. I know someone's gonna be disliking my video like they usually do because I'm a little bit all over the spot today, but I'm a little bit all over the spot because we are trying to get money. This could be about 10 grand in straw, to be honest. It's not quite the best price for straw. Straw is the best price in a month or 2. I kind of want to get rid of it because we've got more straw to make anyway, so it's not the end of the world. That should auto sell into there now, all in one lump sum, I'm hoping. And there we go. Wow, that was actually 11,500 pounds. That was more money than I was actually expecting. So that is fantastic. Yes, if you're wondering, guys, I haven't fixed that logo just there on this tractor. I haven't got around to it. I've been working on the Leyland lately, and we have done a lot of work to the Leyland tractor, ready for a new series. It's even bought in the world ready. Like I say, I just don't want to bring a new series that we have to concentrate on when I could possibly have, you know, workers can show up from 8. I don't tend to show up till about 8:30, 9 o'clock. That's why I get my video done kind of now. But it's only because I've got to go to the yard and bring the stuff that they're bringing for the day, materials, things like that. So yeah, just kind of giving you that bit of a heads up. That's kind of what we do, or we've been doing. Yes, both of these are full. I'm not going to be able to empty that sugar beet harvester all the way. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get this onto another little bit of a time lapse. Like I said, I'm lost on how long I've been recording for, so I'm just going to do one more time lapse, and then we'll probably get, you know, load the trailer up in the time lapse and things. You know, we've got some bits we need to get done. So we'll do that, and then we'll kind of see what kind of position we're in field wise. Bit of a shorter time lapse, and the reason for that is I want to spend a couple of minutes loading up the flatbed trailer, and yeah, I just kind of think maybe the amount of time lapses we're going to have in the next episode, yeah, I'm just thinking maybe, just maybe, it's a bad idea to do this now. Now I'm going to just have a look at some of the pricing, try and get us an idea of what we are looking at price wise. So we've got flour, basically. We've got flour. It's not a bad price. 20 grand in flour. Fabric, we can't sell fabric. It's just not possible. That was good. That was good. Canola oil. We missed canola oil, guys. Canola oil was last month. That sucks. So let's just do the 4 pallets of that. Let's do that. Right, so we're gonna super strength just cleared up again. No. Alright, it's me. It's me, Mario. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with this trailer at the moment, but it's very weird. Sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe bad. And I just can't... Are the flour pallets like a fraction bigger or what? Because this is bloody annoying. But yeah, if we can get rid of some flour, you see, we're going to miss a couple of £100 per litre. Per pallet, sorry. It's not the end of the world. Same with the canola, but there's nothing we can do about the canola. We have completely missed the price of canola. I meant to sell it at the end of the last episode, when it was worth just a little bit more in the value, and I didn't. So that was kind of the end of that. So not much we can do about that one now, I'm afraid, guys. We've missed it, so it is what it is. We'll get as much on there as we can. I am very, very, very disappointed though at the moment with not that I say disappointed. I'm not really like fully sad, but I'm just a little disappointed that we've got all this sugar beet on the floor. Like I say, I know yeah, it's been a long series. It's not been the longest series we've ever done. I would have definitely liked to have maybe ended it maybe 20 episodes ago, but like I say, with what's going on IRL, it's the easiest way to do this. If I started a new series now, and I mean say right now, while I've still got like work coming in, I wouldn't be starting it. There'd be no videos at all for about at least a week, maybe 2. At least this way we're still bringing something. I know people are not overly happy, like I said, dislikes have started to return. I've got no problem with people not liking a series, but if there's something you don't like, guys, say what you don't like. I can't fix what you don't like if you don't say. If you're just gonna hide behind a dislike button, honestly, if I ever did find out, I'd probably just ban you, because to be quite honest with you, if you're gonna dislike something and not at least point me in the direction of what you didn't like, it might, you know, it might be a case of, well, you didn't, you know, you said you were going to do this and you haven't done it. That's all well and good. There could be a good explanation for it. It might just be my bad mismanagement of time, you know what I mean? But just to go around disliking something and not, you know, I can't fix what I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I've always said that, even on like live streams and stuff. If somebody doesn't say they don't like something, how am I supposed to fix it if they don't say? That was £21,500. We have nearly got £100,000 already. Now, and that wasn't even the best price. We probably missed out on about 4,000 or 5,000. No, it can't be that much. We maybe missed out on about £2,000 extra there, because, you know, granted we could have waited another month, but we didn't. Both harvesters are full, guys. Well, no, one harvester's full. I'm gonna leave him full, because this is kind of where we're gonna leave the episode. I'm just gonna sell the canola oil. I'm gonna sell the milk as well, because that will give us quite a bit of money. We will definitely hit the £100,000 mark, because we're gonna sell canola oil. You know, we've got at least 2 pallets of fabric, and that price has got to basically double yet. It's not quite double, but it nearly is. What I might do, because I'm going to sell the milk, I might empty like the sunflower harvester, say off recording, just because I don't want to jump into the next episode tomorrow, for example, and just be straight in with having to just babysit kind of harvested, you know, 2 of them straight away. Would be nice just to be able to just empty one while the other one gets going, kind of thing. I don't know. We'll kind of see where we are. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking of ideas basically. Yeah, we've got £89,500 in the bank right now, and I say we will nip and sell the milk. We'll sell it raw. I'm not messing around today. We will sell raw milk. We will double check the price though, because milk does sometimes sell at a better price at here, or the bakery, or wherever it is. And that was another £14,000. That was another £14,000. We have broke £103,000 today, guys. £103,000. That is absolutely brilliant. We are nearly halfway to the sugar production. That's massive in itself. Like I say, you know, if we had the price for the fabric, you know, there's another 20 grand with what we've got already. You know, we're still producing flour, we're still producing sugar in the baby mill, we're still producing oils, we're producing canola oil and sunflower oil now. Alright, I need this tractor. I was going to use the Ford, but I think we'll just quickly use this. Yeah, right. Both of our workers now have a full tank, so that's kind of what I've just been waiting for. I might even like empty them like just as I start harvesting or recording tomorrow, shall I say. Right, so we're going to get that into there. We've got 5,000 litres of milk in there. We've got buffalo milk there. Right, so let's just have a look at the milk. Just pure milk. Pure milk is, yeah, right round the corner. That's what we want. That's what we want. Right round the corner, guys. 5,000 litres of milk. Absolutely brilliant. 2,000. This could be about £10,000 just in the milk alone. And then obviously the buffalo milk on top. But we do have to drive to a different sell point for that. And that's where we will end the episode. Going to make sure we're on the right one, but it should be this one here. I think I read it right. Anyway, I think I read it right. Should sell in here. It does. There we go. Look at that money going up. Wow. Wowzers. Yeah, this is going to be a long episode, I'm afraid, guys. I do apologize for the longer episode, but we did kind of have a short one yesterday. That was £11,000 including the environmental score. That is absolutely brilliant. Like I say, we did lose out on not taking it down to the dairy. I think we can survive 1 month without going to the dairy. I do think so anyway. Probably have a little bit of wool in the beginning of the next episode. That will help. It'll definitely do something. Here we go. What a place to end. Making this amount of money in one episode. Trying to think, what did we start on today, guys? What did we start on today? Getting some nice screenshots, actually. I'm in a few people's Discord and we're always putting screenshots of like the work that we're doing on stuff, and some of the people watch the series, and yeah, but it's nice just to get the screenshots to be able to post in the Discord. Same with mine. Like, I don't post overly much in my Discord. To be honest, I've got like 130 people in my Discord and hardly anyone speaks. Yeah, if you kick them, the bitch and moan. They're all waiting for mods that I'm going to convert and release there, because I'm not really going to be putting any more mods on King's Mod. To be honest, I can't be asked with the people being ungrateful, to be honest. You know, I'm making, I don't want to say I'm making mods, but like I'm fixing other people's broken mods, and I just get ungrateful people just coming at me constantly, and to be quite honest, I'm kind of sick of it. Wow, that was £7,500 on its own. We have hit 122,000. That is nearly, or is about £100,000 made in this episode, guys. And that is where I'm going to leave this episode. It has been a long one, and I've got to edit this and record all. Yeah, I've got to edit all this and render this and get it all uploaded and stuff. Yeah, this is going to be a long morning for me. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. We are halfway to the sugar mill. We are halfway to the sugar mill. I can't get over the fact we are halfway already, and we are still producing canola oil, flour, small bits of sugar, fabric, wool. Do you know what I mean? If we can have another episode like this tomorrow, we'd be absolutely laughing. But I'm not planning on an episode like this tomorrow, guys. Just remember one thing: it is basically, we've got no supplies now to sell. We are kind of on bare minimum now. But we'll get there. We'll get there. As I said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.